And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter, along with our odds maker, Keith Fusel, on a big Saturday show to get to. Big 8-race program right here at Laurel Park. Weather's going to be a condition today. We'll be on a sloppy track here at Laurel Park. Let's recap the Stronach 5 from yesterday here at Laurel Park. Started off with a big price winner in the first leg here at Laurel Park. You had that Robbie Bales horse right on top. You had a couple nice winners on top yesterday. So, so the Robbie Bales horse paid a nice price. Then you had some $3 winners, some heavy favorites that won. Still pays almost $500 to Stronach 5 yesterday.
Yeah, a couple free squares there for the players, and you still wind up with close to $500. I'll take that. Yeah, you had to kind of unearth Robbie Bales in the last with that first-time starter, but hopefully you played along with us, listened to the morning show. We gave you some breeding stats about that particular horse. And I tell you, outside the box, strong surge late. Yep. Had a trouble beginning, too. A little steady out of the break after breaking slowly. Had something left in the tank when they went past the line.
All right, so congratulations. It still offers that big ticket insurance. So you play big tickets like you and I. I'd say you play a $400 ticket, and you get a big price like the Robbie Bales horse in the first leg, and you're thinking, all right, you might have a $10,000 ticket, and then you see the $3 winners rolling in, boom, boom, favorite, $3, $3, and you're thinking, oh, you're going to lose money. Yeah. But still, you play a big ticket, and you still get back $469.
And you pick up and you move on to next week.
Yep.
And that's what you do. That's the strategy you got to take with this particular wager. Knowing sometimes you might hit a little bit of a payoff that just doesn't really get you, but you don't want to sit there, and you're going to be rewarded most of the time. But you're going to have those days. You might get a couple 3 to 5s in there that ruin the party for you. But you sink it back into the following week, and through the course of the year, these things, we've been seeing what they pay. They pay huge.
Yep. They can sink it back in today. Today's a big monster day from coast to coast. Yeah. All eyes on South Florida down there, Hollandale Beach, Gulfstream Park, the championship meet, home of the Pegasus World Cup Invitational. It's a Grade 1, $3 million race on the dirt. And then they have the $1 million race on the turf. So a couple monster, well, not just a couple. Those are the features down there, the turf and the dirt. But then the undercard, they have a bunch of graded stake races for the undercard down there at Gulfstream Park. I was watching Acacia Courtney and Jason Blewett on the Gulfstream Park early show, and they're giving out some good information down there. The bunch of big guaranteed pools down there. The Rainbow Pick 6 is an all-stakes Pick 6 at Gulfstream today. That's a monster Pick 6 Rainbow jackpot and a big guaranteed pool on the Pick 5, the late Pick 5, and the late Pick 4. And if they don't hit the jackpot today in the Pick 6, it's going to be a mandatory payout down there at Gulfstream tomorrow.
Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just lay in the weeds and attack tomorrow. But, man, you've got to be tied on for a card like that. I know we're going to have some visitors stop up to the press box. Some guys, they like coming out for the bigger days. They're going to help our handle here as well at Laurel Park.
And you have the 5-year-old mare by Galileo taking on the boys in the $1 million Pegasus World Cup Turf. Magic Wand for Aidan O'Brien and Roger Moore. So you get the mare going against the boys. That's going to be interesting. I'll go with last year's Pimlico Special winner to pull off the upset in a $3 million big dance down there, the Pegasus World Cup Invitational. I'll go with the 11 tenfold at a monster price with last year's Preakness winning jockey Tyler Caffleone aboard for the Hall of Famer Steve Asmussen.
Yeah, it's we've got the scratch of Omaha Beach. Interesting little setup with the speeds, the main speeds drawn outside. Bodie Express, I think, is going to guarantee a pretty honest pace. We'll have to go. He looks like he definitely wants the front. I think he's going to go ahead and try to get it. Mucho Gusto, probably gets that prompting position. A horse like Diamond Oaks, you got a horse like 5 for 6, I think, at Gulfstream Park. Stretching out, can he get the distance? I think he's going to make that first run into those top 2 speed horses. Can he sustain? Obviously working well. Maybe he's a price user. I like Tax. I also like Higher Power in that race. But, it's still a highly competitive, good little betting race now. It offers a little bit more value with that heavy favorite. Unfortunately, had to scratch.
Yep, all right. It's a nice job to the Gulfstream Park Racing Office, big fields, and all their stake races down there this afternoon. All right, let's get right to our action. The Pegasus kind of a warm-up event event for our big dance at Pimlico. Well, the Pegasus, a $3 million race, that's twice the purse of the Preakness. Maybe you'll have some Preakness horses from this year going into the Pegasus next year. But there's a Preakness 145. There it is. Tickets on sale now for the middle jewel of the Triple Crown, the People's Race, the People's Party. Go to Preakness.com for all your tickets and information. And good to see Tenfold, who ran in the Preakness a couple years ago. Ran in the Preakness, won the Pimlico Special last year, and still going strong in the Pegasus today.
And I'm sure we'll see some other horses that are running down there today. We'll probably see some of them Preakness weekend.
Yep. All right, well, let's get right to it today. Let's show you a picture of the main track. Weather is going to be a factor. We had a lot of rain, I guess, overnight. So a sloppy track, no turf. First race post time 12:25. It's overcast. I think the temperature is about in the mid-40s today. So there they are working on the track. You see it's sloppy, a sloppy sealed track for the card this afternoon. Let's get right to it here. Race 1's going to kick off the Rolling Super High 5. That features a low 15% takeout on the Rolling Super High 5. We have that every race with 7 or more horses, so keep your eye on that throughout the day. Also, race 1 kicks off the popular early pick 5. It's a mandatory payout on the early pick 5 with that industry low 12% takeout. I have tickets for both pick 5s today. Let's check them out here. Let's check out my early pick 5 ticket. You can study both my tickets, all of our tickets in plays for today on the website, laurelpark.com, underneath the handicapping section. I couldn't find a single on either pick 5 ticket today. I just kind of dink and dunk my way through it. Race 1, I go 4 deep here with the 3, 5, 6, 7. We're going to have a heavy favorite here. The 3 1-odd story is going to be about 3 to 5 here in the opener. I'll try to beat the heavy favorite here in this maiden 10, going 5.5. Then I'm 1-3 in the second race. The 1 earned it's going to be a short price favorite, but the 3 even Thunder and could pull off the upset for Ness and McCarthy. And there's the rest of my ticket. You can study it on the website. $48 early pick 5. For me, starts right now. In race 1, we're going 5.5 furlongs on a sloppy track. Maiden claiming 10,000 filly mares 4 and up. The 3, let's start there. 1-odd stories. 3 to 5 morning line for Charlie L. Frock. I just try to pick against the favorite here with the 6. Expect Talk, but they all have to beat the favorite here. 1-odd story with the 5-pound apprentice Avery Wisman.
Yeah, she comes away cleanly. I don't think anybody is going to be right near her on the front end. Improved stamina, actually. The number's not great. We're talking about a maiden 10 here, the fillies and mares. But I tell you, stamina, all right, it's improved. And last time out, those internals, pretty sharp comparatively to an open nickel a couple of races earlier in that card. Now, January 10th, we did have that track start out as good, then it went to muddy and sealed as the race card progressed. But 22 and 4, 47 and 2, that's good enough. I think she sneaks away from this field and is going to be able to go coast to coast. I'm looking for some price underneath in the exact about a shot. It's 20 to 1 morning line, 60 to 1 last time, but just toss that race out of a really rough start. Go back on the page 3 or 4 races further back as we come back in, folks. Had a little bit of a rally into it. Maybe that's the horse that kind of plods on up there and completes your exact at a big price.
Sure, I used the 7 on my early pick 5. That'd be a nice big 20 to 1 long shot. Blow up in the opener. Gets a nice lightweight assignment, 113 with the 10-pound apprentice Charlie Marquez. So come on with the 7. Bodacito, we know our man Jose Corrales. He can pull off the upset.
Sure.
He can hit an early pick 5 every now and then. All right, you like the early pick 4. That's going to start in race 2. Nice open 12,500 claimer going a mile. Let's check out your ticket and see how you play it.
Yeah, we've got a $24 ticket this afternoon getting started. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not really sold on really any horse in this particular race. Earned it. It's a grinder. Looks like the horse to beat, no doubt. There's not going to be a ton of real serious speed up front. That horse might need that, but maybe he can just lay close, stand, and just kind of wear him down late. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get you started. 2, 5, 7 in race number 3. We're going to try Honorable Profit on the outside as our top selection there. Race 4, the 3 and the 4. I really like hunting the holidays today here for Gerald Brooks and Alberto Burgos. Burgos with a winner yesterday, right, teaming up with Claudio. A nice little rating job on the front end by Burgos there in that particular race. And wrap it up in the 5th with the 1 Amen Corner and the 6 Animated Moon.
All right, so a $24 play. Early pick 4 starts right here in race 2. We've had a bunch of these open claimers recently. which are hard to fill. And when they do go, it's a bunch of nice horses in these kind of open claimers with no conditions. This is a old school racing here. These wide open claimers going a mile. The one Earned It's going to be the favorite here, 6-5 morning line. We both pick against Earned It, but let's start with him. We have a video spotlight of his last race on a muddy sealed track, January 4th against 12-5, going a mile. A real big second this day. So Earned It proven on and off track. You see him running well on it right here.
Yeah, Run for James turned the tables on him this day. He was able to dictate was Run for James for Ness. But Earned It, he's trying very hard through the stretch, was called out wide. Pace was okay, but the three just got away with things whenever the left lead late. Couple good races right off the claim. Can he sustain and run one more? He's going to need to bring that lower 70 effort, I think, to win this race. And see, he is proven over the wet track, whereas our top selections, the 3 Even Thunder, 0 for 5, but does have on the go back a strong number. I think the 3 Even Thunder takes advantage of a pretty paceless race. He's raced back into shape, Stan, and can go on and dictate on the front end with Trevor McCarthy. Last 30 days, Ness at Laurel, still pretty good at $2.70 ROI, hitting it at a clip, what's he, 10 for 36. So that works for me. Let's take Even Thunder. We caught Bellarmine Hall for Ness.
That's right.
Early in the card yesterday.
Paid a nice price. Went off what, 6-1 or so?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
Tyler Connor.
You had a couple nice prices. You had that horse. You had the Robbie Bales horse on top.
Gotham News.
That was your big price. That horse slipped away at a big price, 12-1. You had on your late pick 4 ticket yesterday.
Rashawn Latchman right up the rail for that one. So hey, today's a different day. What's done? What do you say? Forget about
Nobody cares. Nobody work harder.
Work harder. That's it.
All right, let's see if we can get a cold superfecta here. Race 2. We both like a 3-1, 4-2. Right. Let's turn the page. The 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 will start race 3. No carryover today. They hit it yesterday for 4,000. Yeah. So we start fresh today in the Rainbow Pick 6. Tim Tulloch, he has a ticket. Let's check it out, see how he plays it for the Rainbow Pick 6. $43.20 play. He goes 3 deep here in race 3 with the 257. His single is going to come in the 5th race. He sets a nice maiden special weight feature. He singles there on the 6 Animated Moon, who's going to be your favorite in that race for trainer Flint Stites. So, that's a nice maiden special weight. I pick a first-time starter on top in that race 5. Let's check out the 3rd here, going 5.5, maiden claiming 10,000 for Philly Mares 4 and up. I go with the Mike Trombetta. I like a couple Mike Trombetta first-time starters today, and I'll take a shot here. I'm not thrilled with the 2, 7-5 morning line favorite here. Bless the Reins. Coming off a layoff. We saw the heavy favorite in the last race yesterday coming off the long layoff. Get beat. Ran an okay second. But I'll take a shot against this heavy favorite here, the 2, Bless the Reins, coming off the layoff. I'll go with a first-time starter who's been working okay right here at Laurel Park. The 5, Just for Spite, a 4-year-old filly by despite the odds. A Maryland bred for Mike Trombetta. Nice 5-furlong workout. January 10th from the gate. And another nice half-mile work from the gate. 49-2 just about a week ago. So this filly looks well prepared. You get Victor Carrasco, couple wins shy of 1,000 for Victor. So I'll take a shot going against the favorite here. And we both pick against the 2. You like the 7. You like the 5 a little bit as well.
I do like the 5, Stan. The Katniss Everdeen was only 1 for 25, but she did win early. She won at 2, and the second dam ran pretty well early on in her career. So maybe some precociousness there in the breeding. Later foal, they've taken their time to the races, and you see Speightstown in that breeding, despite the odds by Speightstown anytime. It's the track condition is like it is today. These horses you have to give another look to. So Just for Spite is a user for me. Yeah, the favorite, Bless the Reins, looks like she wants longer off, about 11 months. Made some rallies from well off the pace and some turf routes. This is going to be the first time on the dirt wearing blinkers. The one dirt try ran against Cassidy Avenue. That's another farrier horse that won an allowance race here, Stan. But, man, she doesn't look like she poses a lot of speed. Let's go to the outside with Honorable Profit for Wayne Potts, who he's doing okay as well with a positive ROI over the last 30 years. Yeah, let's watch this last race. A bit of an awkward start on January the 10th. And, Stan, there were some other speeds in this particular race. This was the one-odd story race. You're going to see the favorite here in our first race today. But Jock took back a little bit. He took a rating position. Even Dave commented, sitting patient was Charlie Marquez on Honorable Profit. You saw he didn't want to get this filly into a duel. She's hung wide. She makes a little bit of a middle move and actually finishes about even. But looking at race 3 today, Stan, I think it's going to be all systems go. Let's go right to the front and try to steal this race. And unless this 5-horse Just for Spite has speed, I think she's alone on the front end.
All right, only has to carry 113 with the 10-pound bug. Charlie Marquez, we like the same 4 filly mares there in race 3. Late pick 5 action starts in race 4. No carryover. They hit it yesterday for 1,800, paid big once again. As always, that industry low 12% takeout. I have a $48 late pick 5 play. Let's check it out. No single on the late pick 5 ticket. I go with the 4-6 here in race 4. The 4 Courtney Song is going to be the favorite, but Monkey's Medal is going to be a decent 5-2, 7-2 here in race 4. Nice maiden special weight in race 5. I go with the 5 Super Cohiba on top of the 6 Animated Moon. Going to be tough as well. Then our featured allowance race in race 7 going 6.5 furlongs. I'm too deep there. The 4 Kingston Pike in very good form right now for the Red Hot Carlos Mencia. But Heroes Hope, a sharp second against Allowance Company last out. So I go 4-6 in race 7, our allowance feature of the day. Let's check out race 4, going a flat mile, claiming 12,500, 4 and up, wide open, no conditions, scratch to 7 filly completely. Let's start with the 6 Monkey's Medal, my top pick, the 9-year-old for trainer Mike Gorham. Started off the 2020 campaign in pretty good form. Let's show you that race from January 11th. Here's the start in that race.
Yeah, trouble at the beginning for Monkey's Medal. Hit from both sides, pinched back at the break. Was able to recover after that. We're going to show you one more time. The 2-horse takes a right-hand turn, some pressure from the outside, and you think, hey, Monkey's Medal, we're going to have to wait another day. No, his horse recovers. Sheldon gets his horse out to about the 7th top of the stretch, under the left-handed stick work, and it's just going to level off through the final 1/8 of a mile, and Monkey's Medal is going to get up by a nose for us at $9.80 to 1. So we'll take that. Just nails Cuzzy's Western at the line. Monkey's Medal, man, you got to love this guy, huh?
Yep.
9 years old, 81 starts, 10 wins, 6 seconds, 21 thirds, nearly $400,000 in earnings. He's been a cool horse. Oh, Monkey's Medal.
All right, so I pick him on top. Now, he's only 1 for 11 on an off track. He gets an off track today. You go with the 3 on top here, Hunting the Holidays, who only has to carry 113 with the 7-pound apprentice. Alberto Burgos here for Jerry Brooks. Good third last time at Charlestown, coming off the layoff.
Yeah, I struggle with this race a little bit from the line-wise. I think Courtney Song's going to take a ton of play. Yeah, the favorite. He's proven an off track. He's going to be part of the flow. He wants to be up close. There's some other speeds in this race. If they really want to go out. I'm banking on Candy Shine, Philly completely. Maybe even Sacred Walk to get back and showing some of that speed, Stan. I need this favorite softened up, and Lurking is going to be Hunting the Holidays. Had some help up front last time at Charlestown at a big, big price, but back in the barn of Jerry Brooks. This horse has run some big races over this racetrack. His number matches up with Courtney Song at Charlestown. We've got a lightweight here in Alberto Burgos. I think he'll draft off the pace. He can sustain a run at a mile here. He's proven he can handle a wet track. I like him today to run down the favorite Courtney Song. I just need a little help, do some pace pressure up there against that favorite.
Sure, I like the 3. He likes it here at Laurel, likes his distance, likes an off track. You're getting 7 pounds off from the favorite Courtney Song, but Courtney Song, he's a good-looking, neat 8-year-old.
Yeah.
He's made a bunch of money. He's made over $250,000, 3-time winner on and off track. He loves the distance. He loves it here at Laurel, and you get Trevor McCarthy aboard for Hugh McMahon. And a good third last out behind Easy River, who came back to win yesterday or the day before.
You got it. Stretching back out, going to show that speed, no doubt. And like I say, he doesn't necessarily need the lead either. Somebody gets gung-ho and wants to go ahead and sign. He can sit just off of it. But, a little bit of better value here Hunting the Holidays. I think you should get about 9-2, 5-1 on him this afternoon.
All right, so races 2 and 4 today. Split divisions of an open 12-5 claimer going a mile. Some nice races in the early pick 5 sequence. We'll check out race 5, a nice maiden special weight, one of our features of the day, right after this break.
Run Happy is simply super. He polishes off an outstanding campaign with a dominant victory in the Malibu.
No medication, no problem. Run happy, standing at Claiborne Farm.
Both the Pegasus World Cup turf today for $1 million and the Pegasus World Cup Invitational on the dirt for $3 million, sponsored by Run Happy. So we wish everybody well down there today. We wish the whole Run Happy camp well down there today, and good to see him sponsoring us up here at Today of the Races, and looking forward to seeing his offspring on the racetrack, as he was a Grade 1 winner, multiple Grade 1 winner, medication-free, in both of the big Pegasus races today. The conditions, right in the conditions, medication-free on race day.
It's a trend we might be moving towards, right?
Yep.
So, and Run Happy. Yeah, he was a good one.
Yep.
He was quick.
All right, so here we go. Race 5, a nice maiden special weight for straight 3-year-olds, going 6 furlongs, scratch the 2 and the 3. Let's start here with the 6, Animated Moon, who's going to be a short price favorite now with the 2 scratchers. We have a video of his last race. He's a 3-year-old by Fast Anna, a win and a DQ on January 4th. Here we go.
Yeah, Lord Tiz clear on the lead into the stretch, and Lord Tiz came out of this race to run okay next time out, a willing effort, running a 53. Here, there's the 2 horses charging off the pace, some contact here in mid-stretch. Animated Moon, super high voltage. They get a little bit of a pinball action here. And Animated Moon, unfortunately, was disqualified out of this effort, but a good effort, an improved effort from the Penn National race. It just, I can see why you're going first or on top, just looking for somebody. And you see this pattern. I'd like to know if there's a stat on horses that are DQ'd out of that. You know, do they come back
to win,
the next start to win? But Animated Moon, I think the off track, and no problem. He handled it last time. Stays a little straighter course today and gets it done.
He's the horse to beat. I'll just take a shot with the first-time starter. And this horse, everyone's talking about the 5, Super Cohiba, a homebred for Live Oak stud, and trainer Mike Trombetta, 3-year-old by Super Saver, out of the Broken Val mare, Lady Cohiba, and on with Dave Johnson and Bill Finley earlier this morning on Down the Stretch Radio. They were talking about this horse. They were talking about the pedigree, the dam, a 3-time stakes winner. And this horse has been working well up there at Fair Hill. You see 3 bullet workouts on the tab, Victor Carrasco to ride. So I think I like Trombetta earlier on the card with the first-time starter, and this looks like a real nice, well-bred first-time starter here, the 5, Super Cohiba.
Yeah, and Lady Cohiba, did they comment about the wet track performance of her?
Nope.
2 for 3 on an off track was that mare. So
nice.
and you probably wanted to go a little bit longer.
You might have just made him the favorite.
I may have, but certainly it was live. That was the other one, Live Oak Super High Voltage last time out. Made that charge from off the pace. So Super Cohiba should be live today at 6-1. Amen Corner, I'm going to use out of that same race on January the 4th. Took a lot of play, bet down to 5-2. Just kind of even, really didn't show up. But second out. Now with the 2-year-olds, it's been huge for Jeremiah O'Dwyer. He was like 5 for 12, something like that, maybe 5 for 10 with 2-year-old maiden special weights, second career start. Now, can he translate and get this stat to work for the 3-year-olds? Hasn't run a lot, not a huge sample, but Amen Corner could be a user in here as well with Sheldon Russell. And you've got Ferris Allen with a couple first-time starters. The 4, Ragtime Cowboy Joe. The mare was 4 for 20. A stakes winner sprinting on the dirt with 4 winning sibs to her credit. So, interesting little race here, race 5, if Animated Moon doesn't come right back and run that mid-60 number.
Yeah, we both used a 4 here. A homebred for Larry LaHue down there in Virginia. By include a $7,500, $10,000 broad brush. Sire was training last fall down there at the Middleburg Training Center, and some okay works up here at Laurel Park. You get West and Hamilton, so we both used the 4. Some nice first-time starters, but they all have to beat a horse that has some experience, the 6, Animated Moon, in race 5. Let's turn the page. Race 6, we're going a flat mile, claiming 5,000. Filly mares 4 and up. Haven't won a race in 6 months or never won 4 are the conditions. Races entered for 4,000 or less, not considered in the eligibility. So I go with a price play here on top. Where's the Scott Lake horse I like. We both like the 1A.
Okay.
But I go with a price play on top here. The 2, Ravenel at 9-2 for Dale Capuano. Sharp winner 2 starts ago with a big 60 buyer. Maybe a bounce as the beaten favorite at this level. January 11th was 6-5 that day. going to be about 9-2 today. So I'll take a shot with Ravenel getting back in good form here for Top Connections.
Yeah, when the blinkers went back on 2 races back. Last time out, you can say a little bit of a bounce, but they went awfully fast early. This one made that move into it around the turn and just got cooked. Not a ton of speed in here, Stan. I think Ravenel is going to be forward, maybe Ola Princess, but, man, does anybody else really run with her early? She might be able to shake free, relax, and they're going to have to hold off a closer with the likes of the 4 Nana shoes. Claudio Gonzalez, he's just deadly with this kind of move with the 50% tag droppers. There it is, the last year on the dirt. 9 for 23 with an ROI of 250. If you break it down with the routers, he's 5 for 8. So Nana Shoes caught wide against a track that played a little bit speed favoring on the 9th of January. The 2-back race was very, very good. Maybe she kind of just bounced a little bit off of that effort, but right back for the 5. The attack move for Claudio. I think it's one of these two in race 6.
All right, 2-4. We both used the park shipper to get a piece of it. The 6, Holla Princess. The 1A interests me a little bit here. The 1A, E. Lizzie for Scott Lake. You get Trevor McCarthy to ride this 9-year-old mare. She's made $250,000. She's won here at Laurel. She likes the distance. She likes an off track. That win for 4,000 2 starts ago last November doesn't count in the eligibility here for this condition. So McCarthy just going to give this veteran mare a smart ride and rally late to pick up a check for home team stables.
Yeah, coming off that sprint, I mean, with this race, she might be able to get in almost to a stalking position. She's getting up there, the 9-year-old. She's not quite what she once was, but you certainly pull for a mare like this. And talking about the 6, Stan, Ola Prince, not familiar, but Dominguez has brought a couple horses. Maybe he had a couple entered, but I've been watching. It's done okay. 17% last year. Forgive the last. This is a considerable class drop for this mare. So she does scare me a little bit. Look at that record on an off track: 13 starts, 3 wins, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. She ran against, play me memory. I've been keying up against some of these horses doing the morning line. Yeah, 2-4-6. She's the one. I think if anybody's going to come in, that new face could beat the 2 or the 4.
Well, I go 4 deep in this race on my late pick 5. I used the 6. That's going to be a nice price. And E. Lizzie's, the 1A is going to be a nice price in here in race 6. A nice old-fashioned beaten nickel there in race 6. Let's turn the page. Race 7, one of our features of the day. Nice first level allowance condition for 4-year-olds and upward. We're going 6.5 furlongs in this race. Couple big scratches. Well, one big scratch. Take out the 5, Shaytak, who was 9-2. We both end up on the 4, Kingston Pike for Carlos Mancia. Has a win on an off track. 3-time winner here at Laurel Park. Let's show you the sharp win from December 8th against 8,000 starter allowance. A big win this day. This was the second win in a row off the claim. We have that video from January. This was from January 9th here. I'm sorry.
This must be Heroes Hope. Okay.
I'm sorry. This was the video we did on XB TV. My apologies.
No
we have the video here on Heroes Hope, who was a sharp second at this level last out.
And you kind of got horses staying their similar running style, so you can kind of just mimic. They run very similar races like the raid. And Heroes Hope, this was a second time off the claim. A big effort, a score first off the claim. Makes a move well within himself, top of the stretch. It called out a little bit wide, draws to about near even terms with Follow the Dog. Just couldn't quite sustain. Willing to the wire, paired up 77, 75 buyers. That certainly works against this field. Handling an off track as well. Heroes Hope right back. Kingston Pike. Yeah, they're going to sit somewhere 4 or 5 out of it. I think the one is just going to go ahead and send Lawn Boy first off the claim out of that win for the maiden 10. But Heroes Hope and Kingston Pike, if you go back and watch her, they can kind of sit and matriculate up without much asking. They don't really need that complete setup to get it done. Kingston Pike, I was back and forth between favorites in this race, either one of them. And if you hold it on my head, going back and look a little bit deeper this morning, I think Kingston Pike's going to be a slight favorite in here.
All right, so we both have a 4-6 on top, and then we like different horses. I'll use the 2, Crush It, at 5-1 for Michael Moore. Trevor McCarthy will ride his horse in okay form, an okay 4th last out against Maryland bred Allowance Company. A little tougher condition today, but he ran a big 3rd against Allowance Company, going 7 furlongs last November 1st. Got an 80 buyer that day, so gets McCarthy today. The 2 should be live. I didn't use the 3, Major Flirt who ran a big number 2 starts ago and then bounced as the favored against Nickel Starter Allowance Company last out.
Yeah, he interests me a little bit in the turn back in distance. I didn't mind that race at all. 3 races back to sprint at this particular 6.5 furlong distance. So I think he's going to escape at an okay price. Major Foot. I've got a line at 6. He's going to come down off of that because of the scratch of Shatak. But he works for me, and he's got a pretty quick move. You gotta time it just right. But if he wants to go on the tack, I could see Karamanos maybe trying to make an early run at the speed, and with that bottom underneath of him, he may be tough to get by if he gets the lead early on these horses.
All right, so the 3 Major Flirt, a sneaky good 6-1 shot. The 1 Lawn Boy you use at 12-1, a big maiden score last out. Maiden 10 claimed that day by the hot connections of trainer Carlos Mancia for this owner Michael Sheffries. They've been winning a lot of races together. Big step up though from the maiden 10 to this allowance level today.
Yeah, but Carlos's horses, they've been running lights out.
Yep.
So and you're going to be loose on a lead on a sloppy track. I'm not going to completely dismiss this horse. I know the figs just don't quite stack up, but they've been improving in that barn.
How about the 7 Royal Crusader at 6-1? A big effort last out at 33-1. At this level, that was second off the layoff, now third off the layoff, sitting on a bigger effort today. Going to get Freddie Peltroche to ride for Wayne Cole. 0 for 5 on the off track, so the off track's not going to help today for the 7 Royal Crusader. But he's one of a few in here that are live at 5-6-1.
Yeah, I mean, he was a tricky one to line. He rarely gets any play. But his 2 races since now, the numbers certainly stack up. Who he's been running against stacks up against this particular group. Yeah, maybe he's going to go off 8, 10, 12-1. But I played it a little bit safe here. I didn't see a ton of separation with this whole field.
All right, so nice allowance feature of the day. Race 7 to kick off the late daily double. Let's take a look at race 8, the finale. It's Quinella time in race 8 with that low 10% takeout. Last live race every racing day. We have the Quinella. Race 8, we're going a flat mile, claiming 5,004 and up. Never won 3 lifetime. And I'll take a shot here with Claudio, all clear. Down at Fort Benning, Georgia, that means you can take the gas mask off. When you hear the all clear, you can take this. So hopefully all clear is going to be clear here for Claudio late. This is a closer stretching out to a mile today. Finished okay in his last start to pass some horses late. Was 22 lengths out of it. Only got beat 2 1/4. So now Claudio tries him long. He does have a nice 7 furlong win on the page from last June up at Belmont on the main track. You get a good rider, Ricardo Trappi. This horse be one of your favorites. Not going to be a heavy favorite, 5-2. That's a decent price for a Claudio Gonzalez horse.
Nah, he shouldn't be. I like the 5 in here. Awesome Agenda. I know was beaten couple lengths, Pep Talking, Blue Danube, but we're getting a weight break here. The horse ran well 3 races back. I don't think if he really ran a 69 fig, but anyway, if he can hit up in the high 50s, it's going to work. I think he takes the stalking position of the 4 horse and is going to be able to kind of edge on by. He might be all out to hold on, but he holds value at 5-1 on the morning line. Pep Talking, those horses all come out of the same race, and obviously the road is probably going to go through the 4 horse Blue Danube.
Yeah, he's going to be in front with Karamanos. He's 0 for 3 on an off track, though.
Correct.
All right, so he doesn't have that going in his favor. All right, so you have a nice 5-1 shot on top there in race 8, going a mile. Nice. Did we have any scratch? No scratches. No scratches in the finale. Nice 8-horse field to wrap things up. That's it. We're out of time. Big 8-race program starts in about 31 minutes. They're already underway down there at Gulfstream for their big card. You can watch all the simulcast action of Pegasus World Cup Day right here at Laurel Park. Grab a couch up there in the sports book. Watch all the action on that 75-foot LED wall. Rainy day like today, that's where I'd be in the sports book watching all the action.
I probably need an ATM machine close by too as well to get through this entire day. But yeah, I'm sure they're filled up. They're ready to go to the ATMs. If you need to go back a couple times and enjoy yourself today. But really good racing all throughout. Hopefully everything goes well for everybody down at Gulfstream. The whole team down there did do an excellent job. And looking forward to following the races down there in between our action this afternoon.
We wish them well down there at Gulfstream Park. That's it. We're out of time. Dave Rodman's coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.